Canada because
a boot. Not a boot.
Sorry. All right. Well, okay. I just went ahead and grabbed that off. That is, yeah. I don't know. That's freaking heavy. Oh, that's one big can. Bring you guys around. Okay, just to show you. So they were on last night, and I got the bar in. So. That'll look too bad. I don't know if we'll put a pad on it. Probably put a pad on it, I guess. So here is, so you've got your connection here, of course. Then you've got this connection, and then that connection. Both are rubber collared. So I took the side panel, and the seat's got to come off anyway because we got to put the battery back in. And I mean, this bike's only 200 cc, so that weight is not insignificant, I don't think, at this point. So. That is, you know, definitely way later. So, but we got some new pipe. It's all 1.5 inches, and got an extension just in case we need some straight pieces like to bridge that gap there. Because if we see this, I got this mounted up. That, and we're quite short. So with that all the way in, we're really short by 4 inches or so. So we'll have to either use this section and reuse this, and I'll have to redo this weld, or we don't move this at all. Well, I'm gonna need that piece. I'm gonna do something with this pipe here. So I'm gonna have a look. We'll have to do some fitting and decide what we're gonna do, and then I'll bring you back and update you when I get something cool, or I'll change the battery and get you set up and just kind of let you, you know, put it on time lapse or something while I putter. We'll see. Anyway, I got to change the battery, and I'll be back in a minute. Masking tape for a clean cut and the angle that we're going for. And I'm going to switch out the disc for a big disc because it helps you get through the whole the whole pipe at the same angle instead of have to cut around the pipe, which is going to, you know, screw you up. So you always keep the other discs around until you're almost completely done. Like it's completely like down to the very bottom, because you never know when you're going to need it or something to get in a place where these big discs just won't go. We're going to cut this off here. Okay. Well, it worked. The rest of your thing's not in the way. So there's basically our coupler here. See how this has a bit of a kick back because that's at an angle. So we're going to come in like that, and we'll kick back. And now we've got to match that up with this. Yeah, a little bit of a, and every you cut a pipe at an angle, of course, you change its inner diameter. So we're almost there. And I want that bend further in, so it follows this. So we need to cut that. I get a marker here. Holding you guys marking is hard. Hold on. So we're gonna go about there. I'm gonna get my tape. This just helps me get just a bit of a better reference. The thicker the better, the straighter, but we're going at an angle, it's the thin stuff seems to help a little bit better. I'm just gonna go at a slight angle because you need to curve it right. I want it at just a slight angle.
like a straight cut.
Not too shabby. We're going to want to put these two devices like this. That cut wasn't the straightest. Just clean it up slightly on the sander, okay? Right back. Okay, so I cleaned them up a little bit. And there we go. So we'll test that over on the bike. All right, and I think I want just a little bit more angle on that. So I'm going to cut off that just a little straighter. Okay. All right, that's about where we want it. All right, go there. Okay. So there's that done. Now we're gonna end up cutting this off. We're not gonna even be able to use it because I need to get all the way over here. So what we're gonna end up having to do is basically re-weld this to that at some point here, about there, and at some point we're gonna have to cut this together. Now we could go right in the middle and do a 45, I guess. Maybe that's what we'll do. So we're gonna have to cut that. Let's cut that first. Good enough. I think that's what we chose to do. We're going to cut this one a little longer. So, boom. That goes in there. That should go right on there. We should be able to line those two up pretty good. So, now do we want... Now we don't want it straight on. We're gonna need to twist it a slight bit. So, right there. All right. So we're gonna clean these edges up. Just put a little chamfer on them. Then we'll tack these together and I'll bring you back because I don't want to weld with you in the camera. Okay, so that fitted in. That should go right there. So now we just need to chamfer that and weld it up. There we go. So we'll tack that. I'll refit it. We'll run another bead. We'll run our bead around it. We'll finish weld this, and then I'll go ahead and clean up those welds. And then what we're gonna do is we'll have to slice this here. We'll have to put some slices in here so that when we clamp down, it'll actually clamp around here. So, and I may actually put it, I'll see if I got an exhaust gasket for that. If not, we'll have to use some RTV, but all right, there we go. So I could spend a lot more time cleaning up these welds. And if this was a stainless exhaust, well, let's be honest, if this was a stainless steel exhaust that I wasn't going to cover in black paint, then I wouldn't have done it with a, may God get somebody to take it up. But we're not, this isn't, it's a dirt bike. And I might want it to be a little bit prettier because it's kind of like a, you know, not a dirt bike, but a dirt bike. So we still got to get the support on, so we'll figure that out and come up with something there. And I might spend a little more time just cleaning these up a little bit, but like I said, it's just going to see black paint. Like obviously the stock isn't anything to write home about either, so we'll see. Maybe maybe right here a little bit more just to make so it doesn't look like it was cobbled together too bad, but I won't spend too much time here and probably here. We'll see. But anyway, I'll show you guys what it looks like on the bike. So we need a mount there. Probably just do a simple L bracket or something. Maybe I'll put a support in it. We got a slice here, put our clamp in. So I mean, that's it's tucked down in there. You're not gonna see it too bad. That's all the way in. So we got to put our little, we'll re-weld our little tabs on for the springs, but not too shabby, boys. Paint that up black and you'll never know. Then we'll put the battery in and see what it sounds like, huh? Hold on to your horses, okay? So I'm going to spend a little time. I may clean up the welds just a little tiny bit more. We'll tack on those the spring hoops, and I'll maybe look at doing a bracket up, and I'll bring you guys back. Probably what it'll be is an L bracket, the weld straight off the bends, and then I'll weld a nut to the back side of it. So I think we could probably use like something like this, except it'll bend at a 90-degree, come off, something like that, you know, boom. Maybe I'll just cut that and bend it over. We'll see. Weld a nut to the back side of it. Anyway, let me think about it. I'll see you in a minute. All right, there we go. That's all tacked in. So now we just got to weld a nut underneath it. So we're all good. Next is the little spring loops, and then we'll weld the nut on the back side of that. Almost done, and then of course paint. Update. So I went ahead and just welded that on there. Watch that. Slides right in there. Look at that. Nice tight exhaust gasket. We're good. All right. I'm gonna get this all bolted up. I'll bring you back once I get the battery installed. I'm gonna fire this up and see what it sounds like. All right. Oh, this is the baffle that goes in it. So we'll try it with the baffle and without the baffle. All right, here we go. Way too loud. That's the baffle out though. Alright, we'll put the baffle in. Okay, with baffle. Yeah, that didn't quiet it down at all. Yeah, I don't know. We may have to come up with something else. That's loud. I was hoping this wasn't going to be that loud on this thing, but it is. Plus, we are in a garage though, and we haven't sealed the exhaust yet. So we put some sealer around here, and I only have one spring on because one of those went flying. So I got to put the other spring on. Maybe that'll quiet it down a little bit. Probably not. But anyway, okay. So with that, we kind of started to bring this project. Well, no, we don't, because we're still going to try to do a bash plate. We got a little bash plate underneath here, out of a cutting. Did you get to see that? Little cutting board bash plate, but we probably should beef that up with something. I think I'm gonna use a piece of aluminum, or I mean those cutting boards are pretty tough. So I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna get that last clip. Either if I can't find that little hook, because it went flying when I cut it off. Anyway, it's around here somewhere. If I can't find it, we'll make a new one. We'll get that welded on, and then we'll get a coat of high temp black paint on that muffler. And of course, we're not going to paint the exhaust. We won't paint this. We're just going to paint the mid-pipe. And yeah, then we'll call this this project good for now. For Jeff, Trail Trash Garage. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Check out our other channel, Trail Trash ADV. And I'll catch you in the next video. You know we're in Canada because...
A boot! That's a boot!
Sorry. Holy crap, this is loud. Yeah, I don't know. We may have to do something else.